Hello.
How are you today?
It's Friday, so I'll take it.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So, guys, welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Oh, y'all are ready for this episode. Okay, so today on the docket, we have Love in Paradise, the Caribbean, 90 Day Story, Season 1, Episode 8, Baby Makes 2, question mark. This is the final episode.
I know this is a good season. I like these little seasons.
This was a nice little experiment
It
in the
was
90
good.
saga. Um, 8 episodes. They wrapped
Mhm.
everything up in a nice little tidy bow, and I'm happy with what we got. However, I am worried about one thing.
Oh, the fact that some of these couples will be on 90 Day the other way or some mess like that.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I mean, the storyline. No, the storylines are set up for that. Like
I
we
know,
see
but
you, but see, here's the thing. I'm not mad at this. Here's the reason why.
mm-hmm.
I'd rather see. This could be something for TLC. Matt Sharp, if you're listening, follow me here. You should have these couples start out 90 days somewhere, 90 day in Europe, 90 day in Caribbean, 90 day in Asia. Do that, then move them through the iterations of the show. Do not keep the same couple. Like we've seen Jenny and Samit unhappily after for what 3, 4 seasons now, and they're still not happily ever after.
They're happily ever after, or the other way.
Are they still the other way?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so
other
they've been on the
way.
other way. Same thing. To me, they're the same thing. They commingle with it. But I mean. We've
Yeah.
seen them on the other way for 3 or 4 seasons. No, start them like regionalized, like 90 day regional. We'll call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Then move them to the other way. Then you move them to happily ever after. Then, if they don't survive, you can move the most popular one to 90 Day to Single Life. Move them through the franchise. Do not keep them all in one franchise. That's why we get sick of them. I just thought
But
about that this morning.
that is what they did. Because remember, they had 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. So
Hmm.
this is kind of
Right.
what that is. Um, so and then you have the other way as opposed to regular 90 Day Fiance, which you bring them here. So they had this is a regurgitation of before the 90 days.
But the thing is, though, this is set up better to move them
Mhm.
into the other franchise versus them holding onto the same couple. I mean, I don't care about Jenny and Samit. I just don't.
The reason why we don't care about Jenny and Submit is because we can see through their storyline. We know that they're that's just a scam for them to live
Yes.
better in India. And they're showing us the same thing with them on the other way. This is the third time around. Like if all of us can see he ain't never marrying you, Jenny.
Hmm.
But then I thought I saw a wedding ring on his finger.
I have to catch up.
When she was throwing the chair around, like I thought I saw a ring, a band on his finger. And I was just like, wait,
Was it black?
no,
Okay,
it was metallic because that's why I noticed it.
gotcha. I'll look for that when I watch. I mean, look at Libby and Andre. Happily ever after, they're still not happy. Get them off my screen. Move these people
Yeah.
through. Move like literally. I mean, they need to move through and be gone. You get
I
three
don't
seasons from me.
think I don't think you should be on a happily ever after and the other way or before especially before the 90 days. I don't want to see you on that same show
Exactly. That's my point.
twice.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Move them through.
The problem with Jenny and Submit is that they're stuck. And I don't know and because there's so much um comments and commentary about them, I think the production company thinks, oh, they're moneymakers for us.
Right.
No, we hate them.
Same thing with Angela and Michael.
Angela, Michael, and Elizabeth and Andre is another one. And I wouldn't be surprised if eventually the two in Mexico, the guys in Mexico,
Kenny and Armando.
yeah, that we get sick of them too.
Right. TLC, like, get a plan in place. Now, so here's the thing. I could see the only franchise I could see you being on more than once, and this is more than one time, is The Other Way. The reason why is because different countries have different ways of doing their laws, but we should not see you on back-to-back seasons. We could see
I
you
was
one
only
season.
gonna give it up to Pillow Talk, because if you doing The Other Way, you need to get married and then do Happily Ever After, and then it's Hasta La Vista.
True, but if you're really funny and have a good personality, I could deal with you on Pillow Talk. We'll give them like
right.
Pillow
That'll
Talk
be
is
your
like
third chance. Then you
right.
graduate to Pillow Talk, and we could see you all the time with your
Yeah.
little snarky comments.
Right.
You know, but the thing is that most of these couples are not genuine couples.
That too. Like David and Annie found real success on Pillow Talk. Because I have to be honest, I didn't give a damn about them on the show. I'll just be completely honest. Like
Wait,
him
which
having to buy the
couple?
goats, David and Annie with the goats and the water buffalo and Thailand, all those
I
people.
didn't like him.
I didn't care about them on the show, but didn't like him on the show either. But on Pillow Talk, love them.
Oh, and speaking of them, congratulations to Robert and Annie, who
I
just had their
know.
second little boy, 9 pounds plus.
Baby number 8, right?
Oh, well,
Is it baby number 8 and baby
I
number
think
7?
I think, yeah, because he had like 6 kids.
Before her, yeah.
Yeah.
5. I thought it was 5. It was 5 or 6.
5?
5 or 6, yeah.
It was like some number that really shouldn't be spoken in this day and age. And oh yeah, the Big Ed thing.
Nah, I can't do it.
Wait, so he's really getting back with that young lady that he
Liz.
had all the drama with?
And that she who she went on different YouTubers channels talking about him and how bad he was and how he treated her.
Okay.
Right?
Glutton for punishment, but then again, the production company must have made them an offer that neither one of them could refuse.
Of course.
So does this mean that he is not going to be on Single Life anymore?
It will make no sense.
Oh my god!
How you gonna be engaged and single at the same time openly? Just saying.
But wait, wouldn't it be funny if Sharp gave Big Ed his own spinoff and Livy and Andre still don't got a spinoff? All
that
the hijinks and chicanery that they did on this show. Oh my god. And all of the like really bad trouble that Ed has, because there's been lots of accusations leveled against him.
Lots of allegations.
Jeez Louise.
So do you want to get started with the forgettables?
Who are the forgettables? You start.
Amber and what's his face?
Oh, Daniel.
Daniel. I'm sorry. Like she is acting like his mama.
She is.
You got your clean drawers on? Do you got your fruit snacks? Is your Capri Sun packed? I'm like, you was gonna wear him out before he gets there. Stop it.
Not really, because he barely listens to her.
Well, that too. That too.
She's getting her list again.
But here's the thing with him though, like, dude, like, you have a decent life, being paid for by other tourists. Like, why don't you stay in Panama?
Costa Rica.
Who's in Panama? Is that Kay and Mark?
Key. Yeah, Kay. Well, I keep calling her Key.
Two locations mixed up. Good grief. Sorry, everybody. But like,
one island looks like the other. We get it.
He just like stay there and just chill out and get paid for by other tourists. But you don't go to America and get married, and then she's gonna stress you out because she's gonna be harping on the fact that you not working and bringing in money, which you can't do for at least 6 months, maybe up to a year. Yeah, this is a setup. But here's the thing, though. And this is bad to say. I do want to see you guys. I want something to happen to where he can't. Something happens. He can't get to the United States, and they have to do the other way. I want to see that because she would wear him out in Costa
I
Rica.
don't know. I don't know.
But they're 90. If they're a 90-day fiance, I could deal with it too because I want. Well, actually, 90-day would be better for them because I would love to see
No.
how he handles being in Miami and
She's
all
not in Miami.
where's she
She's
at?
over by Tampa. She's over
Oh,
by Tampa.
they got cute people there though. He can
All
make some
over Florida's cute
he can he
to
can
a
he can make
degree.
he can make some weekend trips to Miami
He
to
doesn't
find
even
his
have to
people.
do that. He doesn't even have to do that. Look, he will find his people no matter where he go in Florida.
You're
And for
ruining
that
my
sake, Georgia.
you're ruining my
Okay.
plot line. You're ruining
No,
my
I'm
plot
not.
line.
No.
So
He
I want
will
to see
be
him.
fine.
I
He
want
will
to see
be
him.
fine.
I want to see him going to Miami to the strip clubs and see how she handles that.
You forget Tampa is the strip club capital of the United States.
Well, we going from Miami for just clear glamour. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna have Jovi dollars. So that's gonna be a bootleg
Oh, got
strip club.
okay. Got you.
You
Got you.
gonna
Got you.
have hippity hop on pole one,
Mm,
flexing her one leg. Um, you're
got you. I
gonna
got you. I
get
got you.
that.
Oh, okay. 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 You're right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, but he'll have Amber paying for it, so it's not gonna matter.
I don't
Just saying.
know.
Just saying. I
I
want to see
see
them on
him.
90 Day.
I see him going to Tampa and becoming the newest Magic Michael. Yeah, that's what I see.
I mean, maybe he's
And her
young,
freaking
but
out.
he's got to. But he needs to, like, if he wants to do that, he needs to um like get in better shape, like get ripped. We're talking like keto and cardio and lift. Get it right so he can get the money.
He's not that far off.
No. I was gonna say all he needs to do is just diet down,
I don't know.
and then she would
This
really
was
be
the
on him
main
though.
couple I didn't want to see on any more shows.
Right. No, but Debbie, but you have to look at it from a production point of view. Can't you
Mhm.
just see the train wreck that's coming when he
Yes,
comes to
and
the
that's why I
United
don't want to
States?
see it. I don't want to see it. He's gonna leave her, but he's gonna wait until she brings his
Brother,
mom and brother.
brother. Hmm.
And I was surprised that she caved in on that because where are they gonna get the money from? Oh wait,
Correct.
90 day.
Yes. Like I don't really
Mm.
care about them; they're forgettable. But I can just see the train wreck right in front of me. Like, can I not watch this? The answer is no. The answer is no. I have to admit it.
No, but okay, look, if they go on the 2 hour show, I'm a goner because I fell asleep during episode 1 of 90 Day the Other Way,
Hmm.
and I haven't gotten to episode 2.
Me neither. I've been catching up on everything else, but I'm gonna get there this weekend because like I said, I like some of the couples, not so much. Like I think that happens with each 90 Day show. You like some of the couples, you root for them. The other ones, like get off the screen. And Amber and Daniel are just simply for train wreck value. That's it. Because their storyline was kind of boring. Like her nagging him every episode is not gonna work for me.
Oh my God, Ed's still trying to hold on to that last 3 minutes of fame and some change.
He is like you have to give it to Big Ed.
Oh my Lord.
So are we done with Daniel and Amber?
Yes, the one leg black lavender. Her stage name is Hippity Hop. Y'all
Do
never
you
seen her?
move on to Mark and Kay? There was nothing with them either. She says
Well,
like, "I love you. I'm in love with you."
that's what I didn't like. She
I'm
admitted
like,
being in love with him, and he was like, "I love you too." That's not the same thing. And
no.
that was a big statement for her.
Yes.
And I didn't think he reciprocated, but whatever.
Mm-mm.
I think we'll see them again because the issue of don't ask, don't tell seems to be looming in the
Mhm.
background. And I just
Mhm.
noticed I match our wallpaper. Oh, we're so
Yeah.
coordinated.
As always.
Not really. Well, today was a fluke. This was the clean one on the top of the pile.
Right.
um, I I wouldn't mind seeing them again. Is it bad to say that?
No, with them, what it is more about seeing how his insecurities are going to play out. Because he's the
Hmm.
insecure one. She living her best life.
But you know what? I would like to see them on the other way.
Me too.
I would
I
like
like
him
him
to
in
go
Panama.
down to Bocas
Bocas.
Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing them and like him discovering that her friend, that girl, was more than just a friend. And maybe
Hey,
get a sister wife situation. I don't know. I just want to
that would be
evolve the
hilarious.
show.
You want to evolve the show? I got you. I got you. I can see it happening.
Oh my god! But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them again because they're a mature couple who have a long history, and it
Hmm.
seems believable.
Yeah. Keyword
Yeah,
team. We'll go with it.
yeah.
You want to go
Um,
on to Martine and Steven? Can we can
yes.
we can we say can we say something? This shocked me to no end. The
What?
maturity just took. I'm like, hold up. How you become mature in one episode?
No.
Where did
Well,
this come
look.
from?
Who? Steven or Martine?
Martine, the way she handled this, she's like, you know what? I'm like, no, I expected tears and crying and you rolling around over the sand and not spilling the good
No.
champagne. But
I'm
where did
glad that
maturity come from?
Martine did not do that because she's of Haitian heritage. She needs to man it up. I think that she just got into a whirlwind in her head
She
of
did.
a ring. And she
Mm,
said it the best way possible. A ring should not be a solution, it should be a celebration. And I couldn't agree with her more.
mm-hmm,
Look, my boy Steven was trying to handle this the best way possible.
mm-hmm.
And he was using common sense throughout the
Yes,
season, and
he
it
was.
truly
She
came to
wasn't.
the forefront. She wasn't, but
Right.
he was also not going to be bullied into this.
Exactly. I went from kind of being anti Martine a little bit because I felt like she
Hmm.
was so focused on the ring and not focused on the other things, the trust and building things like that. And this
Hmm.
episode, I'm like, you know what? You done came through.
Hmm.
Haiti done came through. I'm like, you know
Hmm.
what? I'm gonna root for you now. I'm
Yeah.
going to root for. I'm rooting for her now because it seems like she really kind of took a step back and looked at her own behavior. And
Hmm.
what got me on her team is when she said, you know what? I never thought about how I made him feel. I never took his feelings into account.
Hmm.
And she admitted she was wrong. I'm like, you know what? I gotta roll with you now. I need to see how this plays out. And I would love for them to do. Me personally, I would love to see them on the other way. I would love to see her go Barbados. I really would.
Just for the fact that he has the daughter, and I
Yes.
don't know what the custody situation is.
Mhm.
I would like them to go to Barbados because it is like a tourism postcard for the island.
Mhm.
And I love that they factored in that he couldn't take her to the airport because of
Yes.
the curfew. That was a huge thing in the Caribbean throughout this
Yeah.
whole panorama. We had curfews. There were like in Barbados. I remember my cousins telling me that they had certain days of the week in which they could go to the supermarket, and it was based on their last name and the parish that they lived in. Like it was crazy.
Mhm.
The island that I worked for, curfews went into effect like super early, along with Barbados. Defense Force was out. Defense Force is the equivalent of your military.
Mhm.
And if you did not have a government document stating the reason why you're out on these streets, God help you.
I heard about that. I just am reading about. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
y'all not playing. Y'all got the militia out, y'all.
No, exactly, because they were taking it really seriously. Look, we are small islands, small populations, and rely on, like, we're technically, I don't like saying third world, but emerging nations. And
Mhm.
so we're kind of lower on the rung. We're not first world nations.
Mm.
And so we have to protect what we have because our sustainability, unfortunately, relies heavily on tourism.
Yes. No, it makes. I know. I understand. I got the gist of it. I'm like, this makes sense for this
Mm-hmm.
because tourism is like their basic
Yeah.
basic way of life. They're like, this is
Mm-hmm.
what makes the money. So I completely
Yep.
understand.
It is for most of for all of the islands, it is the that is the main revenue source with agriculture
Mhm.
behind, but tourism is it. So we need healthy people
Exactly.
in order to serve, our tourists. But then again, we're thinking about us, but where are the tourists coming from? So we just needed to stay healthy. That's all. And they were very serious about it. Um, I'm glad that they incorporated that. I love that they stayed at the Crane. It is a beautiful resort. That's serious. Dominican Republic is in the same way. My folks went this year and they couldn't go anywhere at night because of the curfew. Yeah, yeah. I remember my friend from the Bahamas, like, they had they were down to weekend curfews and someone
Mhm.
decided to throw a beach party for some reason.
Oh my goodness.
That didn't end well. And
No.
I'm not talking about like a family of like
Right.
10 to 20. We're talking
No.
about a couple hundred, and
Right.
DJs, plural. Like, it was kind of silly, but they were getting cabin fever. I get it. I get it. You don't make the smartest decisions.
Sounds like L.A. when they were doing that bullshit.
Really? LA?
Yeah. Yeah. They one influencer guy. They turned off his electricity in mid party. Yeah. He decided that he's gonna throw a big old party, like, f whatever was going on, and the city shut off his power.
Wait, and people went?
People were at the party, yeah, and they shut off the power
Oh.
because their neighbors were reporting them apparently.
Okay. Okay. Oh my.
Mhm.
Well, I know that I told you about that in one of our shows. Um, they were getting Airbnbs, but Airbnb, and they were getting the houses down by the beach.
Right.
But then they found out about it. So then they started going inland
Mm.
and getting these big houses. And when I say inland, it's like a 4-bedroom house
Mhm.
with a little backyard.
Yeah.
But then they would send out an email blast and say, pay however much, $50, $60, show up at this address in the middle of the suburbs at a 4-bedroom house, and 2,000 people show up in the middle of the suburb.
Wow. That's special.
The whole like neighborhood went apoplectic. Where are all these cars coming from? Why are there so many Uber drivers in here? What is going on a Friday night? And it was crazy. But then that I think that was at the beginning, and then they just shut down. Airbnb wasn't they weren't allowing any parties or anything like
Mhm.
that, and they put up the notices when you're booking a place, and yeah, it was a mess. Curfew. They don't sell beer? Thank you for saying that, because now I can't go there now as long as they have a curfew.
Right.
I'm not a big beer person,
Mm.
but I do love to try the local beer whenever I go to the
Oh,
Caribbean.
okay. Yeah,
It's
that's cool.
always so refreshing. And there's nothing that beats a Banks beer when you go to Barbados.
Just a little
Mm-mm.
bias. Just a little bias. But anyway. Are we ready to move on to our last couple?
Yes.
All right, so start out. This is Ariana and Sherlon. You know,
Okay.
shout out to baby Odin. That baby's so cute. You
He's
know,
adorable. He's the perfect combination of the two of them.
yes. You know, she had to have emergency C-section due to a knot in the umbilical cord, which was made the baby's heart rate drop. So, you know, he they did emergency C-section. They stayed in the hospital until his actual due date, which I thought was really good. And they said had they not been in the hospital at the time, he may not have made it. So I was happy to see that. You
Mhm.
know, like I said, you know, baby's so cute. He's doing really well too.
But like she got there because they found something wrong with enzymes in her
Liver, right?
liver. Yeah,
Hmm.
then she had the preeclampsia and then had to have the emergency C-section because his heart rate was dropping
Hmm.
unexplainably, and all that within 24 hours.
Yeah,
All
but
of that within 24 hours.
they came out with no worse for wear. I was just so happy to see the baby. And he's doing well for being 3 pounds 3 ounces, and you fast forward like he's gaining weight nicely. You would never really know he was premature.
He had a few stumbling blocks. They said
He did
that he had a hernia and a
double
stomach
hernia,
infection. Yeah. And he needed blood transfusions. Poor little thing.
but he
But
looks so good though.
let me tell you, maybe them Scandinavian ancestors came through. Just saying.
I'm thinking so. She named him Odin, gave him the last name. I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, that's cool. And what irked me with her because she just kept whining,
Yeah.
and I didn't like I didn't like the fact on one hand you said you understood the embassy was closed.
Uh-huh.
You know, okay, that's good, but then you and your mama want to like keep trying to blame him for not being there
I
or
know.
not
I
being
didn't
there
like that
fast enough.
kitchen scene. I didn't like that
I was
kitchen scene.
so pissed off about them. Like, you know what? You it was just so annoying. And then here's
What
my
is he
thing.
supposed to do?
And my thing is this: where is your responsibility, Ariana? I have not heard her not one time take responsibility for hooking up with somebody without protection. Not one time.
True. A
Not
random
one time.
stranger in a foreign
And
country.
you're trying to make this man move to the United States because you don't want to look bad. And it's all about your reputation, but your reputation's already shot because you slept with a man you didn't know unprotected. Sorry, it is what it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
Be mad, stay mad. The truth is the truth. So they don't keep trying to pile on him. Like you keep nagging this man when he's doing all he can do. It's not going to draw him to you. It's going to push him away.
Mhm. Oh my
And he's doing
god.
everything. He's doing everything he can. He's like, when he said like, I can't. They said not to pay any money until you actually get the appointment, which I understand. I get that. And she's like, well, who told you that? I'm like,
It's
what?
on the website.
Yeah, he said it's on the
And
website. She's like, oh, okay, you read that. I'm like,
they're not gonna accept any payment
nope.
until you have an appointment. That's basic. And I only know that because I know a couple of people who had to get visas. So the American embassy is not going to accept payment until they give you the appointment.
Hmm. I
Because then
understood
what are you
that.
paying for? What
And
are you paying for?
don't let the computer system go down like, oh, you ain't paid nothing. Yes, I did. Show us proof. I don't have the receipt. Well, you gotta pay us again. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do those type of games. So
Mm-mm.
that was my irritation with her. I'm like, you know what? But this has been her throughout the season, trying to blame him for everything, like trying to make it seem like he's not trying to do anything when he's the one being responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And I didn't
he
like
takes marriage.
Karen, but
No.
this is to support your comment just now. I didn't like Karen when she was trying to show him the first picture of his child in the NICU so he could see it. And she's coming back onto the FaceTime saying, so when are you coming here? His baby was just born.
Hmm.
Karen, give it a rest. And then
Right.
the kitchen scene sent me over the edge with them.
Hmm. And
And,
her like the way she acted was she acts like she's like the first woman to ever be a single mother. Like it has never been done before.
mm-hmm.
I'm looking at her like,
Well, where's her daddy? Where Ariana daddy?
I think that's why she's so hard trying to get Sherlon. That's why she's so pressed to get Sherlon there because
Mm.
her dad may not have been around.
Well, quite honestly, the last frame of her story with her sitting on the park bench with just the little baby Odin, I thought that that was a foretelling of what she has to come.
I mean, could be. You never know. But her, like I go back to her acting like she's the first woman to ever be a single mom. Like you just shut that up. And you say your mom is there helping you out. So quit
And
playing.
there's nothing wrong with being a single mom.
No.
Nothing wrong.
To me, she just like I said this through the whole season. She's just embarrassed that like she's having a baby with a man like she don't know basically.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you got pregnant by someone you didn't know, so I'm not sure what reputation is left for you to salvage in this arena. And that's just the truth.
But quite, don't you find it odd that she wants to marry someone that she doesn't know?
Yeah, to me, that's all about. I really feel it's all about optics because she doesn't want to be seen as a baby mama.
I don't know.
Which tells me, for me, you, from my perspective, from my opinion, she looks down on women who are baby mamas because when you try so hard not to be something, typically you look down upon that thing.
But then why carry the baby?
Oh, because it could be religious. We don't know, and people tend to judge women who make those kind of decisions.
Yeah, but nobody had to know about that. That could have been the
Correct.
discussion between her and Sherlon, and
But she lives.
Sherlon left the
But she lives.
decision to her.
But she would have to leave the area to do it because she lives in a very small town or whatever.
That's because she moved back home with her mom
Correct.
after she got pregnant.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. If I know I look down on single moms and I didn't want to be one and I got pregnant by a random stranger on vacay from ganja sex, trust and believe, I wouldn't tell a soul. After I had that conversation with Sherlon and he told me it's my choice, I'd have been like, okay, thank you. And I would have went, and as harsh as it sounds, I would have made my choice.
Right. But she was the way she's playing it out. You could just see the way she acts. I'm like, why are you acting this way? Now piecing it together. I'm like, oh, okay, you look down on people like this. This is why you're trying so hard to get married. That's the only reason because she doesn't want to be a baby mama. And if you're acting this way, you must have friends who are baby mamas, and you probably look at them sideways too.
I don't know. I don't know.
I really think that's what it is. Because who? I mean, like we just talked about, who tries so hard to marry someone they don't know, and the only reason you would want to get married to him is because you have a child, not love, not you, not I can see you being my husband forever. None of that. Even when they say I love you, I don't believe you.
I know.
I don't believe you.
Because it sounds like pass the toilet paper.
Correct.
It sounds like a random thing. It doesn't sound
Pass the salt.
genuine. Yeah.
You got some crystal in your purse, stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh
she does
God.
not want to be a baby mama, and that's all it is, and that's just my opinion. That's the way I see it because I see no chemistry, I see no passion, I don't see none of that. I see it with Martine and Steven. You could feel that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Daniel and Amber, that's a mother son situation. And then who are the other people? K and Mark. I
Okay.
can feel that. I
Yeah.
can feel
Yeah.
that with them. Dude, she could be like the night hostess at Denny. He can tell me, let me get the Grand Slam special. Same thing. You no, y'all not in love.
Oh my
No, I
God.
think Sherlon loves his child though.
Yeah.
You he see this is man. I see a train wreck with them coming because what's gonna happen is when he meets that baby and holds that baby, he's not gonna let that baby go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not trying to come to the United States. No way.
Do you think she'll go to Jamaica?
To live?
Uh-huh.
No. She's too dependent on her mother.
But I
She's
think that that would be the best thing for her. Give her a dose of grown up.
it would, but she's not. Look at her actions. She's not grown. She's whiny. She's
Well, no, that's
complaining
what I'm
or everything.
saying. It will give her a dose of that so that she would have to actually grow up.
She won't. Mm-mm.
Darn.
Because she's entitled. Like, I mean, like,
Poor
think about it.
Ariana.
She's entitled. She's entitled because what? Think about it. What did she do? Was the first thing she did when she found she was pregnant? She moved right back home.
Well,
That's
wait
not
a
what
minute.
grown folks. That's not what grown folks do.
Does Ariana realize that if she brings Sherlon to the States, right? That she's gonna be responsible for him forever? And we all know she's not making enough money. So her mother's going to have to co-sign on this. And so then the
Hmm.
mom is going to be responsible not only for the grandkid but for Sherlon for the rest of
Hmm.
his life.
And that's the only reason I want to see them on the next iteration. But he's doing the tourist visa though, so that's okay.
He's smart. And you know what? They could go on before the 90 days.
Yes.
They can go on that one. So if they
Hmm.
take all of these people, all of these couples from
Spread
this
them around.
show and spread them around,
Yes.
I wouldn't mind it.
Right. Don't put them all in the same show. Spread them around.
So
Oh, this
wait a
will be
minute.
good.
So we want Sherlon and Ariana on before the
Before
90
90
days.
days.
We want Kay and Mark on the other
The
way.
other way.
Um, Martine and Steven.
Ooh,
That's a
David
hard
Spit.
decision
That's a
for
hard
me.
decision.
But I would only say the other way because of the little girl.
Yes, agreed.
And then who's the last one? Oh,
The Forgettables.
the Forgettables 90 day.
Yeah,
They'll go straight on a 90 day
yeah,
and
we'll give
see
you
that
one.
implode. I want him to do Molly's husband that ran away from her. What was he?
Luis?
He was
Is it Luis?
Luis. Yeah, I want him to do a Luis and let him run to Miami to Weston.
Or do a Muhammad.
Oh,
But she was lying and scamming anyway. Sorry, had all
yeah.
that debt and didn't tell him. All that debt plus two
And
kids. For real?
the checks. She was doing something with bad
Right.
checks.
Mhm.
That was legal.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing these couples, with the exception, I'm not here for Amber and Daniel. I'm
But you know
sorry.
what? As much as we're not here for them, I bet you they would be the most entertaining because you could just see that train wreck in front of you. You could see how everything could go wrong. Everything. It's just it is. I mean, this is why we watch these shows. Like this is all bad. If she's treating him this way now, oh my goodness, and him being so young,
Hmm.
and her trying to be his mama, and then she's gonna be complaining about paying for him because, ma'am, you're responsible for him for 6 months. So I'm interested in seeing that.
I can picture her leaving him a list of to-do items when she
Yes.
goes to work
Mhm.
and him there just busy playing video games or something. And then she's getting home and she's freaking the hell out because
Mhm.
the list wasn't even moved from the refrigerator
Right.
magnet. I could see her doing that.
So there's potential there. We just don't really care, but like I said, we're just there for the complete debacle that's gonna happen. So I'd watch. I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch.
Okay, so we want these couples to graduate from this show. Okay.
Correct.
Do you want this particular franchise to come back?
I want them to move it around. Like we
So
did the
you want
Caribbean.
Europe next
Yes.
time? Well, here's
Excuse
the
me.
thing. I don't know if
Wherever they can film, basically.
right. because this might be the only place that they can film.
Mhm.
If they adhere to restrictions.
Mhm.
So it might be in the Caribbean for at least maybe the next
Right.
season.
Or
But
Asia
once we,
Pacific.
yeah.
I can't
Oh,
when Australia gets back to normal, Asia Pacific,
have we ever
Oceania.
had a, because yeah, like we need to get to the Philippines, we need to get to Asia, we need to get to the
Bali.
Pacific Islands. Yeah, we need to go back to the
Right.
Philippines. We need to go back to Thailand. Good
Mhm.
pickings, good pickings. Have we ever had anybody from Australia?
Ash.
Oh yes, the guys with the boogly eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we need to get back over there.
Yeah. They can do, like I said, 90 days like Oceania, 90-day Europe when they can get back up to
Right.
speed. Mhm.
We need to do a 90-day Africa. We need to do the
Uh,
continent and
yeah.
be in 4 different countries.
Yeah. I would love to see Morocco. I would love to see Tunisia personally.
We
Egypt.
saw Tunisia.
Oh, was that the Nicole situation? As
Laura,
in?
no,
Oh, Laura, that's right. I keep
she
forgetting
got
about.
married in Tunisia, but he
Oh.
was living someplace else. So we saw them get the goat.
Mhm.
I
Yeah. Okay,
remember
you're
that,
right.
the goat at the
You're
family
right.
compound. But they didn't meet there. So where else Morocco would be good.
Hmm.
Um, where else? We've already done South Africa, Nigeria.
Kenya will be interesting.
Ooh, Kenya.
Kenya will be interesting. Zimbabwe will be interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, pick like different countries like you don't really get to see on TV.
Yeah. We need to do a Africa continent
Yes,
edition.
I love that.
Oh, and we were just there with Ari. We're there right
Ethiopia,
now.
Ethiopia,
Ethiopia.
right?
Yeah. So we've already done those destinations. We
Mm-hmm.
need to find other countries that we can go to. There's over 50 countries in Africa. We can find some interesting ones.
Ivory Coast is another interest of mine. You know,
Mm.
don't pick like the stereotypical African countries. Go
Mhm.
outside of that. There's more to Africa than just those countries, and do there's a lot to work with. Like
Yes.
this could be a really big thing for them.
We need to do Egypt. I want Morocco and Egypt for sure because Egypt has so many beautiful, wonders of the world to go and see, like the pyramids and all that.
Hmm.
And then Morocco for like that Arabic, Arabic, French, and something else fusion.
Hmm.
I want to see all of that. They would be so exotic. And because I can't travel right now, I really want to see someplace nice
Right.
and good
Don't
food.
and don't and don't be taking us to the all the way to the hood either. There's nice places
Like
in these
what they
countries.
did with Ethiopia
Yeah.
with you. Don't do that.
Mm-mm. Sharp. If y'all listening, like just give us our 10% and we're good
Hmm.
because we're giving
We should
you
do the
fantastic ideas.
casting. Yeah, we should do the casting. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see somebody that's not like got 5 jobs and only bringing home $25 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, Benny, I love you, but I want to see somebody who is of means and has a lot to give up so that they bring the American over there.
Hmm. Like when Kenny sold his house, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. And they're now living in a resort town. Yes.
Hmm.
I like that. I don't know.
But this
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 show.
show this season was really good. I hope they keep up with these. I hope they move this franchise around to different areas if they can. They have a great thing with this. This is a good concept.
Mhm.
I highly I recommend this.
Yep. And if they do go back to Europe, I do not want to see Jesse or Tom.
Yeah, no, we're okay with them. And no
Mm-mm.
Darcy and no Stacy. Leave them on their own show.
Is anybody watching that?
Some people are. I can't do it.
Jesus. Anywho, guys, let us know your thoughts on this this season of Love in Paradise, the Caribbean, a 90-day story. I am so curious as to what you think. Share your comments with us below. Thank you to everyone who joined us in the live chat. We really, really appreciate it. Shout out to the replay crew. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification button. Most importantly, tell a friend. Okay, so Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good.
Cool. All right, guys. This weekend will be a Sunday's gonna be a mess. Potomac, Salt Lake City, and I fell in love with a mama's boy.
That's true.
It's gonna be god awful. Hold on. Hey, Alex, Indiana, Ray. Good vibes? Yes, good vibes, Susan. All right. So until next time, Jamal.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.